Hey, welcome back to my channel, Lee's Love Language. Hey, remember the last short beta that I put up, and I stated, how do you know when a man is interested in you? And wanted to talk about this situation here. I think the first thing that women have to realize is, how do you know a man is interested in you? It's the first thing is time. See, women, when it comes to us men, time is very, very significant, that you literally watch out for a man, how much time that he's willing to spend with you. That's one thing. And the reason why I say that's very significant and important is because when you first meet a man, or when a man approach you and you first meet a man, and if the man is really, now I'm not talking about these grown boys out here. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the grown boys out here who's just trying to, get in your pants and what have you. They not looking for no relationships. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the man who's out here who's literally looking for a relationship, and they're real serious about it. So the number one thing that women have to look out for is when a man approach you and, he want to get to know you. What's your name? What's your number? All these things here, is that if you interested and you actually give your number to him and he calls you. Now, when he calls you, how many times do he calls you throughout the week? You got to really, you have to look at that carefully, because if he's not calling you, throughout the week, or should I say almost every day, and trying to get to know you, then that's a sign that he's really there for something else other than trying to get to know you personally. And I think a lot of times women, sometimes I don't want to really say that y'all really be, some women are really want a man, should I say, or in desperate. You never want to be desperate when it comes to having a man. A man could sniff out when a woman is desperate of having a man, or want a man, should I say. So you don't want to give off that energy, women, when it comes to, well, a man first, you first meet a man, he want to get to know you. You give him his number, he calls you or whatever. You want to keep it cordial with him. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk to him, see what it's about or what have you. But there's certain things, women, that you have to keep to yourself. And what I mean by that, the man might ask you, what type of man you looking for? You gonna have to say, well, that's determined to be seen. You can't give all the answers right then and there, because if you end up giving an answer to that question, then you just don't know if that man maybe start acting with that answer you gave him. In other words, the man asks you, what kind of man you looking for? And the woman responds, well, I'm looking for a man who's, would take, that's dependent, reliable, he's loving, he's caring, looking for security, and all these things. So the man is like, he's taking all these things in, he's listening or what have you. And so if that man don't possess those type of characters already, then he may play on those type of things when it comes to what he's hearing from the woman. So that's what I'm saying. Women, play your cards right. Women, you all has the master key. Okay? Listen, I'm going to be just real as possible. A man, let's face it, Number two things that a man needs is respect. And then the second thing is sex. That's just how we are wired. So if a man meets a woman, sexually, he's thinking about that. But if he's really into that woman and trying to get to know that woman, then, that's on a little bit of the back burner, but it's there. So with that being said, it's there. But if he's real interested in you, then he's going to be willing to know what type of character you have. He's going to be willing to conversate with you. He's going to be willing to spend time with you. This is not going to be a flyby, thing with him, because I could remember when I first met Jay, is that we was on the phone for hours and we didn't talk nothing sexual. It was nothing sexual. I was literally, trying to get to know her as a person, the things that, she pretty much was what she was doing in her life or whatever. I was interested in her. And guess what? That time was there. I wanted to get to know her as an individual. Yes, was I attracted to her? I definitely was. Sexually attracted. Yeah, I definitely was. But I know what I was looking for. I was looking for a particular woman, and there's certain things that I was interested in that I wanted to see, okay, is this the type of woman that I want? So men is going to see if they serious about getting in a relationship. Is this the type of woman I want? So women, don't act desperate. Don't give too much information. Of course, you want to engage conversationally with the man to let the man know, like, yes, I have such and such, this many kids, I work here or work there or what have you, or, certain little, topics that y'all may, discuss, should I say. But as for just giving him the whole 9 yards, you don't want to do that, women. You just don't want to do that, because at the end, like I said, you all hold the master key when it comes to what we want from you all. And ultimately, or whatever, yes, men want to sleep with the woman eventually, but you're going to have to, take that slow also, women, at the same time. If a man can't wait on having sex with a woman, let me tell you, and I'm going to be real, the best thing to do is to wait for marriage. But sometimes, it don't happen like that. That's why, biblically speaking or whatever, that's why God says or whatever to wait till marriage to have the sex, because there's so much complications that goes on when it comes to when y'all have sex before marriage. So much complications goes on or whatever, it makes things a lot more complicated. So with that being said, women, take it slow. If you're interested in the man and you find him interested in you, he's spending that time with you, he's trying to get to know you. And if you tell him, here, I'm not having sex, we're going to have to wait on this or whatever. And if he wait, then that's a sign that, he's not a grown boy. He's not just out there trying to get what he wants or whatever. He's interested in you. He's willing to spend time with you, and he's respecting the boundaries of what you give him. See, women, y'all don't understand. Y'all, when I say y'all have power, that y'all literally can set boundaries when it comes to men, period. Or whatever. And some men or whatever is not going to like this or whatever, because you have some men out here that, if you playing a woman, then you're not going to want to hear this. But I'm talking to the man who's literally looking for a real relationship with a woman and who's not trying to just play women to the side. Now, if you're a player or whatever the case may be, fine, have at it, be a player. Or whatnot, whatever. But I'm talking about the men out here who's literally looking for a relationship. And I'm talking about the women who needs to know what you are dealing with. Are you dealing with a grown boy? Are you dealing with a grown man? So women, you're going to have to decipher the two when it comes to that, especially the women. I mean, I'm talking to the women who are looking for a real relationship. You don't want a grown boy, because the grown boy, he's just going to have you, you know what I'm saying? He going to spit some lies to you. He going to tell you what you want to hear or whatever, just to get in bed with you. It is what it is. So at the end of the day, women, number one thing when it comes to us, when you meet a man, how much time he's spending. Because if he ain't spending that much time with you and he's not interested, that's part of not being interested in you, is the time. Because then where else his time is going to? Do we have time to deal with all kind of other females, all other, you know what I'm saying, females he's talking to on the side, or what have you? I mean, because if he's really into you, he's going to be into you. He's going to go after you. Us men are like, we hunters. If we want something, whatever the case may be, we're going to go after it. That's how we wired. You know, we want to go after something. We see something that we like. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go after it. And if we're really interested in that person, an individual, or looking to get into a real relationship, our time is going to be there for that person, for that woman. So women, you all just have to really, really, you know, take heed when it comes to that. Like I said, I spend time with Jay on the phone for hours or whatever the case may be. We was just talking about life in general. That's because I was interested in her or whatever. So, you know, you just got to take that in consideration, women. So like I said, y'all have the master key. But when you give that master key up, then that literally means that you gave the power to the man. So women, take your power, use it to your advantage, but use it smartly and wisely is what I'm saying. You know, be wise about the situation when a man approaches you and he want to get to know you. Don't give too much information to him. You know what I'm saying? Let him know, yeah, I'm looking for a particular man, and see what that man, what kind of qualities he has. You know, if you're looking for a particular man, you don't have to let him know what type of man you're looking for. Because like I said, you may be giving up too much information. So then, you know, you got the man acting something like he's really not. He don't have those qualities. So I thought I'd just touch on that. And tell me what y'all think in the comments. Let me know. You know, some people may agree. Some people disagree. You may agree to disagree. It's okay. But from my experience, this is something that, you know, I'm literally just letting you all know what I have done as in a man's point of view. So I just thank you again for supporting this channel. Please subscribe, hit the thumbs up. And once again, Lee's Love Language.